The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now it's time for the Sports Brawl. Without any further ado, here are your hosts, Cece and Keith.
Oh my God, who the hell?
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of the Sports Bras, the unofficial official sports podcast for the 2023 World Series champion Texas Rangers. We are number one in Rendon, number two in Louisville. I, of course, am your host, CC, always alongside with my buddy Keith. And Keith, man, Thanksgiving is Thursday, bro. What?
Oh, man, Turkey Day, bro. It's coming up.
Is Thanksgiving overrated?
America.
No, man, because you got football all day. I love Thanksgiving because of that. And really, I think people look forward more to Black Friday than actual Thanksgiving.
But Black Friday's here and there gone. It's gone now. You don't see the store rushes anymore because everybody does it online. Thanks, Amazon.
Thanks a lot, Jeff Bezos. Now you know who to blame for all the mass, beat downs that people catch on Fridays when they're trying to bum rush the store. So thanks a lot, Jeff.
Yeah, we don't get to see the bum rushing and trouncing and people dying because they got trampled because they needed the 52-inch LED 4K TV that was on sale for $200.
I used to wait in those lines.
Dude, did you really? Did you used to wake up that early and wait in lines? I never did that. Because I knew like the week before, and this is what's so crazy about it, is people always think that that's the deal that's going to be that year before Christmas. Dude, if you wait 2 weeks before Christmas, same deals are going to happen.
I knew it was kind of fading out when it went from Black Friday to like people getting ready at Thursday night to get in line.
Right, camping out.
It'd be like 7 o'clock and be like, hey, yes,
Well,
it's Black
fam.
Friday, but...
Well, fam, it was good seeing you. I got to go to Best Buy and pinch my tent, camp out, wait for it to open up so I can get me that sweet-ass computer.
Hey, I like Thanksgiving, though, bro. I really do, man. I don't know what it is about it. It's one, because you get to grub all day long.
Right.
You got to enjoy that part of
Oh,
it.
yeah, turkey.
I don't know, the atmosphere
Turkey
of
for
Thanksgiving.
you. Turkey
It's fun,
for
man.
me.
It's the only time of the year where I feel okay sitting and watching an entire Lions game. This is the first season that I've actually not had a problem with watching the Lions.
Right. Yeah, I like watching the Lions. Yeah, this year especially. But it's great to have family over and be in your pajama pants and be a fat ass and eat turkey and watch football and no one blinks an eye.
What's not to like about that?
I'm telling you. Is the food overrated though?
Turkey in general. Now, let me say,
bro.
when it comes to sandwiches,
How do you make your turkey? Let me ask you that.
well, I don't, for starters, but I eat it. I just prefer it to not be so dry that I nearly die trying to choke down.
Like your last name?
This guy. Hey, you're on it today, man.
Okay, sorry. No, but have you ever had during Thanksgiving, have you ever had deep fried turkey?
Yeah, every year, man. You know, the tradition that my wife and her family have is they go to the Cowboys game. And at the Cowboys game, you tailgate hours before, and
There's deep fried turkeys everywhere.
Oh my god, dude, everyone's out there deep fried.
Dude,
It's
deep
so
fried
fun,
turkey
though.
is good. It's
That
so
is
good.
a deep fried turkey, if done right, is really good. But I just like the old traditional cooked in the oven turkey, man.
Everything, down to the last minute details.
Come on, man. No one can compare to Mama's turkey, man. Like my mama's got it on lock, bro. She got years of practice.
All right. Well,
So, anyways, that's my thoughts on Thanksgiving.
Turkey Day is upon us, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there who is traveling this weekend to go visit families. Certainly be careful. And if you are and you decide to get a little bit sleepy behind the wheel, might I suggest the official drink of the Sports Bras, Monster Energy. Yes. Nothing says
coming, bro. It's
nothing
coming.
says take a long road trip and get you one of these bad boys in you. You can drive for 16 hours straight.
You may have to piss in a Gatorade bottle on the way though, because they go right through you.
They do. Well, let's get right into it because we got a special day today. We're going to play here in just a little bit. Who wants to be a sports millionaire? I am going to be the host. I am going to be asking Keith some of the hardest sports question in millionaire style. Let's see if Keith can hit the $1 million.
Bro, you couldn't prepare me a little bit for this? Couldn't give me a heads up on this?
Listen.
You just thought, hey, let's just wing
let's
this.
just play the game. Let's just play the game, But first, let's get some money in your pockets with some college football and NFL picks. Here we go. Not too many good games are going to be happening today in college football. Just a couple of them here. The big one is, the big one is going to be later on this afternoon when I was absolutely stunned. The favorite, Oregon State, takes on Washington. Yes, you heard me. The favorite, Oregon State, is going to be taking on Washington. Oregon State is favored by 1.5 right now in this game.
Hey.
Is this upset special today in Washington or for the Huskies?
Absolutely, man. I know we watched last week. Washington did not look like that Washington team.
No, they struggled.
That might have been their sleeper type game last week. Honestly, I think Washington takes care of business. But hey, man, Oregon State 8-2.
The Beavers.
They are. I'll be damned. They're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. So, and they are at home. These two teams play each other tough. Tough pick. I'd stay away from this one, bro.
I would too, but yeah, look for that upset special happening up there in Beavertown in Oregon State. Old Bucky's. The Georgia Bulldogs travel to Tennessee to take on the Volunteers. Georgia is only favored by 10. A little concerning on that one, or do you think Georgia will roll?
Oh, man, I watched a lot of Tennessee last week. Boy, did they struggle, man. They did not look very good. I think Georgia should cover. I think.
Right? Well,
I mean, am I wrong? What?
Vegas,
like Tennessee?
Vegas knows what they're talking about. We talked to Tommy Locke, and I mean, Vegas pussy spreads out for some reason. I'm telling you, dude, there's got to be a time traveler or somebody that works for Vegas and gets into the DeLorean and hits 85 miles an hour, goes back a week and watches these games, and then comes back and says, all right, here we go. Let's make some money.
It's the algorithm, bro. It's all statistics. That's all it is, man. They punch it in. They have a computer that runs the statistics.
AI?
Yes, dude. It comes out with the perfect spread. There's no way, well, there is a way. I guess someone could be time traveling. But I think it's more likely that they're just playing the analytics of the game. But with that being said, Tennessee is not the easiest place to go in and win, man.
No.
It's really not. And I think Tennessee they'll be up for this game. Do I think Tennessee wins this game? No. But I do think they hang around in it, and I think they give them a fight. Give me Tennessee plus the 10, bro.
Well, if Georgia does survive, waiting for them in the SEC championship game in a couple of weeks will be their rivals, the Alabama Crimson Tide, as they won last week, and they are now in the SEC championship game.
Dude.
Who would have thought it at the beginning of the year when Alabama was struggling, the quarterback situation was up in the air. People were, questioning Nick Saban's decision. Now look at them. Here they are, once again, in the SEC championship game.
They are in the SEC championship game. But let me just say, They have a tough game today. Now, when you say these two names, you're not going to think it's tough. But Alabama's at home against Chattanooga. A 7-3 Chattanooga. They are not. They are the 20th century Appalachian State, man. They are that team that could go in there and shock an underwhelming Alabama team.
What's the spread on that?
The spread right now is 43.5. Okay, so here's the thing. When I say shock, I mean they could hang around and not lose by more than 40. Okay?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't mean like outright win.
Right. I was about to say.
Chattanooga is going to get beat down, but they're not going to lose by 43. Give me Chattanooga, whatever their mascot is, plus the 43.5.
I should have put that on the millionaire question. What is Chattanooga's mascot? You would have lost.
Instantly be out.
Later on this afternoon, TCU takes on Baylor. That's going to be a good one.
Who cares, bro? Why do you always... Whatever. They're not even ranked, man. Neither team ranked. Who cares?
There's no good games on today. I'm trying my best.
There's better games than that. What about UNC at Clemson? That'll be a good game. Oklahoma State against Houston? Okay. How about Texas versus Iowa State? That'll be a good game.
I was getting there.
Well,
because what happens to Texas when they go to Ames, Iowa?
They struggle.
Right.
What about Oklahoma versus BYU?
Listen, I'm staying away.
Man, we can't bet against God.
You can't bet against religion, man. But yeah, there are some good games, and we'll get to those. Clemson, UNC has been struggling the past 2 weeks. Mac Brown, and then that whole Dabo Swinney deal that we played last week where he called out a fan trying to, it seemed to work because they went and routed last week. So Clemson may be back on the winning edge. 8-point spread on this one. Clemson is favored against UNC and Mac Brown.
Give me Mac Brown.
I'm going to go with Clemson. I think they're rolling off this Dabo Swinney beat down on this fan. And I think they're rolling on that.
I think 7.5 in this game. UNC, man, they end up playing tight against everybody. And now, granted, the game's usually like 50-49. It's going to be high scoring. I just think UNC has more offensive power than Clemson, but Clemson's at home.
Right.
And that is the one thing I do agree with you about what you're saying with Dabo. They are kind of playing up since that whole situation.
They are. Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I like UNC to not lose by more than a touchdown in this game, man.
Well, let's see.
What about Utah and Arizona?
That's a tough game.
Two ranked teams.
That's a good game right there. Arizona's favored by 1. They're in Arizona. Utah coming off that tough loss last week against Washington.
Yeah.
Where they played them really good. We talked about it how close that game was. I'm going to take the Utahs. I'm going to take the Mormons.
I don't think that's their mascot, but
I'm going to take the Carl Malones. Give me the Carl Malones.
Man, I kind of like Mike Bibby, man. I may have to take Arizona, man.
Out of all the Arizona guys, you pick Mike Bibby.
Well, what about Gronkowski?
There you go. I was about to say, remember Gronk? Maybe.
Well, I mean, look. I thought that was a nice name drop, to be honest with you.
That
Sacramento team was legit, bro.
That Sacramento team was legit. If it wasn't for Kobe, imagine if Shaq wasn't on that Kobe team. How many championships would that Sacramento team won?
A couple, man. A couple, dude. They could. Man, they were good, bro. They had Doug Christie. Oh, they had Chris Webber.
Virgin Doug Christie.
They had a good team, dude. That Kings team was fun, bro. That was Peja Stojakovic. They had a solid squad, man. Like
they did. And those Laker games were just
yeah, man.
Whew.
It was because they had Kobe and Shaq on the same team.
If you ever want to go watch basketball from back in the day, I recommend you go watch a playoff game between the Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers in the early 2000s.
Yep. Great matchup.
That
was still when it was hard-nosed basketball too, man.
Yeah.
That's good little conversation there, bro. But hey, back to the football game.
Yeah.
I don't really like Arizona, but I don't really like Utah either. I know Utah played. Utah is coming off that, like you said, that tough loss against Washington.
Yeah.
And I think that might have taken everything out of them, man. I think both teams will show up. It'll be a struggle, and I think Arizona squeaks out a win. Hey, you know what? Nick Foles. That's who I'll go with from Arizona. Give me Nick Foles.
Ooh, there you go. Good choice. Good choice. And the big news last week is, and I called it on the podcast last week, Jimbo Fisher is officially out of Texas A&M, but man, is he getting paid to leave. $76 million A&M is paying this man to go away.
Are you kidding me? I would love my job to do that.
Oh,
man.
my God. And remember, it was only 2 years ago they hired him, and they had this cringeworthy audio. Listen to this.
It says here, Jimbo Fisher, head football coach, NCAA Division I Football National Championship, Texas A&M University. The only difference between Kobe's and yours is you get to fill in a date.
I hope I fill in a couple.
I'm going to fill in that checkbook there, buddy.
That's terrible.
Oh, man.
We said it when it happened. I remember us distinctly having the conversation talking about what a joke of a move for A&M, dude. Why?
Now
why would you get Jimbo
man.
Fisher? He was trash. Well, he wasn't trash, but he wasn't all that great when he was at FSU, man. And he had Jameis. He had that whole controversy on his hands too at the time. Handled it poorly, might I add.
That's what made that's what made him a well-known name. And I guess A&M thought, well, hell, if he can win a national championship with Jameis, just think what he can do with our boys.
Just a word of advice to college.
Stop paying these coaches so much.
No, not even that. Stop going for the name.
Right.
Go for the talent. Go for the guy. It doesn't even have to have skins on the wall, man. You got to go for the guy that is football, man.
Go for guys that have a sports podcast. Give them a shot.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the other news last week, we talked about it briefly, but Jim Harbaugh is going to be suspended for the rest of the year. He is accepting the punishment, although it's really not a punishment. The only punishment it is he's not going to be on the sidelines during the games. He still gets to coach them up all week.
Still gets paid.
And he still gets paid. And he still gets khakis.
That's true. That was in his contract.
That was in his contract. Yeah.
No punishment, really. I've seen all the us against, Michigan against everyone and this and that. Look, dude, your team didn't change. You had the same players. Everything's the exact same. Like my buddy here just said, the guy's still coaching the team. He's just on the sideline on Saturday, bro. No different. It's not the world against y'all. It's kind of like when you get caught cheating, you get caught cheating, dude. Accept your punishment and say, hey, my team screwed up and move on from it. But stop this with the world against us, bro. The world's not against it. Nobody follows Michigan close enough to feel like, oh man, they're terrible. Yeah. I'm gonna be an Ohio State fan now. Like, come on, bro, get out of here.
Go Buckeyes.
Go Tom Brady.
Whoa, what?
Wolverine, bro.
Oh yeah, Wolverine. So yeah, that's your college football. We'll get more into it next week. Next week should be really good. They got some really good games lined up for next week. Yeah. It's just a slow week for college football because I guess all the college kids got to go fly home to families for Thanksgiving. So it is what it is. So, with that said, let's get straight into the NFL picks. Here we go.
Real games.
First off, I want to talk about Thursday night football. And shame on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I broke my wrist.
So Joe Burrow apparently had ligament damage in his wrist before the game Thursday night. He did it in practice. Then he got it worse during the game, had to come out. He said he heard it pop when he threw a pass to T. Higgins, and that was it for him. And now the reports are out that he is out for the rest of the season. Now the NFL is investigating the Cincinnati Bengals onto why Joe Burrow was not on the injury list before the game on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, they need to investigate.
Why would you do that?
Didn't want to.
That is your. I understand that it's a division game and all that, but man, you're risking the future of your franchise quarterback.
And it's a bright one. If you keep that guy healthy.
Yes.
Man, dude. He already had the bad knee injury. He already was coming off all the issues this season. Then you put him out there with an injury knowing that he already has the ligament damage.
Right.
I just don't understand the thought process behind that, man. And, and in this game, dude, injury. It makes me wonder, are we want as fans to watch as much football as possible, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But the turnaround for these guys to play on a Sunday or a Monday and turn around and play on a Thursday, this is a very taxing on the body sport, bro.
It is.
There is so many injuries that are happening. And
that's why it's only 17 games.
Right.
18 games, whatever it is.
They bumped up the amount of games, bro.
Yeah.
It was less than that. Remember, like they're pushing more and more football with less and less rest.
Yeah.
And to me, it's putting these guys in a position to end up getting injured. Now, the thing that happened with Mark Andrews, the rolled up ankle, freak accident. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a situation where Lamar got hurt. Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to be out for the game. And then you got Joe Burrow getting hurt. And there was a ton of injuries during that game, dude.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with the fact that these guys are putting their bodies on the line and they're getting hurt more frequently because of the amount of games they're playing and the turnaround from game to game. So,
I mean, it's going to come down to being the National Flag Football League here soon.
Man, they already do everything they can to protect the quarterback. I have seen so many teams.
Well, they get those big old Jack-in-the-Box helmets that we see them in practice. Have them play those in a game. I bet Tua would appreciate that.
Tua would need a double-sized one, bro. Like, seriously, the guy just every time he falls, he has to keep his head up as far as he can. Cause
doesn't want to crack it like a coconut, bruh. Let's get into Week 11. Here we go. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Speaking of the Browns, Deshaun Watson is out for the season as well with a shoulder. He's having shoulder surgery. I'm sure he'll massage that out at a parlor in Cleveland sometime this offseason. But Cleveland is still favored by 1.5 against the Browns.
PJ Walker?
Yeah, the great XFL legend PJ Walker.
I mean, in this game, let me just ask you straight up, bro. Would you rather have Pittsburgh's quarterback? I can't think of his name
Kenny
off the top
Pickett.
of my head right now. Would you rather have Kenny Pickett or PJ Walker as your quarterback?
Man, that is a tough, disgusting question.
I'm telling you.
Ugh.
These teams are both 6-3, bro.
I know.
It is a division rival.
It is a division rival, and they are in the dog pound. But,
this is gonna be a tight game. This is going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah, let's see. The over-under, I wonder what
33.
33.
It's 33, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen a 33-point spread in this game?
Dump. What a dump.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly why I'm taking the over. Give me Cleveland at home and the over with PJ Walker leading the way. I look for David Njoku to have a dog shit. Look, David Njoku is going to have a big game. And
hey, I picked him up in fantasy.
There you go. Start him, bro.
I
Start
am.
him. And also, with that being said, I look for Pittsburgh to try to ground and pound this game. I really do. I think both Najee and TJ Warren have big games. He's not there no more.
Get the bus.
No, they're going to ground and pound. I like TJ Warren and Najee Harris to both get rushing touchdowns this weekend.
Okay.
But I still like Cleveland.
So you like the Steelers?
No, I like Cleveland to win.
Oh, okay.
Barely.
All right. Moving on.
No, I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
Man, this one's crazy. Not crazy, but you wouldn't think you would see this much of a line. The Chicago Bears take on the Detroit Lions. Lions are favored by 7.5. You would never see a Bears-Lions match with that big of a gap. But the Lions are so good, and the Bears are.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Yeah, as The Rock would say.
I don't know, man. I think they got it wrong.
Oh.
I do. Look, dude, we've been doing this a long time, bro. We've been doing this a long time. And when something doesn't look right, you go opposite. I think this is the week, and I know that Chicago team is terrible. I know they are. But the magic that they have at quarterback can break out for one game here and there. We saw it last season with this guy, okay? When Justin Fields is healthy and playing at a top level, this guy can rush for over 100 and throw for a couple hundred on any given Sunday. I think Detroit is the much better team
Will
in
it
this game.
be
I think he might Willie beam their ass this weekend.
on a given Sunday, man?
I think that DJ Moore has a good game. I think Deontay Foreman has a good game. And I think that Detroit struggles. I think Chicago shows up and plays decent defense. And with that said, give me the Chicago Bears, bro, plus the points this week.
But they're not going to win.
I think they might win this game.
Oh, my God.
Look, dude, I think they might
What you
win
have
it.
for breakfast?
Listen, I had the truth serum this morning, bro. That's what I'm spitting right now. Let me tell you, Detroit struggled against that Chargers team last weekend. I watched that entire game. I've watched a lot of Detroit games. And I think that Chicago is better than their record shows. I know that they've struggled. They've looked terrible. But they've plugged in pieces the entire season, man. They've been injury prone. They finally have a healthy quarterback this week who is going to run all over Detroit. I'm telling you, bro. Just trust me on this one. Take Chicago plus the points to possibly even outright win. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead. Take your Lions. Take your Lions. I don't care.
Let me mark this stamp here. We'll mark that. Yeah, I'm going to take the Lions. Moving on. The Los Angeles Chargers take on the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. The Chargers are favored by 3.
How's your boy Jordan Love doing? Remember that we talk about this every other week? Every other week I remind you what you had to say about Jordan Love.
That's why he's the GOAT.
He's so not the GOAT,
Huh?
bro. He's
Baby
decent.
goat. Baby
He's
goat.
decent.
Chargers,
man,
Packers. Who do you have in this one?
I mean, Green Bay's getting 3 at home. You know the rule. When you're at home, you should be -3 off the top. So clearly they think the Chargers are going to win by at least 6. So give me old Herbert pervert. I like it. I like the Chargers to win this game, but I would not be at all surprised if Green Bay somehow wins. They fall behind in every game and then make late runs to get back in it and have squeaked out 3 wins this season. I still
piss me off, you little
I like the
son of a
Chargers.
bitch.
My bad. Give me the Chargers. Give me Austin Eckler to have a decent game this week too. Hey, also Keenan Allen balling out this season, bro. Absolutely balling out. That's because his quarterback. Justin Herbert, man, he struggles sometimes, but that dude's got a fucking cannon, bro.
Hey, muscly arm.
Okay, I get it. All right. Give me the Chargers to win this one by 4 or 5 points, man.
All right. The Las Vegas Raiders take on the Miami Dolphins in Miami. 13-point spread for Miami.
I got it at 14 over here. It's because, man, Vegas, here's the reason why I think Vegas can hang around in this game. I watched them against a sorry Jets team, right? And I know it was trash. I know it was a terrible game. But Max Crosby is incredible, dude. This guy is unbelievable. And I think that he's going to be able to get after Tua and totally disrupt that timing this weekend. I think Miami wins this game. I just don't think they win it by 2 scores. They struggled against the Giants, bro. Don't forget that.
Damn it.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that Miami struggled big time against the Giants, and we know what the Giants are.
Yeah.
So I have to think that Vegas is going to try to force feed the ball to Devontae Adams because he's getting frustrated. He's too good of a receiver to not have 7 to 10 completions every single week, man. Get the guy some targets for the love of God. Give me Vegas plus the 14.
Ooh. Man, okay. I think this is going to be a good game for Tyreek. I think he needs to get back on that path of where he was at the beginning of the season because he's kind of fallen off a little bit here and there. But of course, they face over 500 winning teams, and that's what happens with the Dolphins. Is once they face a team that's over 500, they struggle. Vegas is not over 500 though, so
they're exactly at 500.
Oh, they're exactly at 500. Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they don't win by more than 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the points, but I think the Dolphins win.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
I
agree.
Speaking of those dumpster New York Giants, they take on the Washington Commanders. Commanders are 8.5 point favorite. Your boy Sam Howell, man, getting the love.
Legit, bro.
That is your boy.
He takes so many sacks, though, bro. He just holds on to the ball forever. If he could stop doing that, they could win some games, man.
Yeah,
they're 4-6, and the Giants are 2-8. It is a dumpster fire game. 8 points sounds like a lot, but got to keep in mind it is the Giants. So I like Washington to win this game, but God, dog, they just don't blow anybody. No, man, I don't know. If I had to say a game to stay away from, it's this one. It's not.
Oh, that's your boy Sam Howell. He just wants to respect.
Okay, I respect Sam Howell. Okay, all right. Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders get the win this week. But
with the points.
I don't know if Danny DeVito can hold it down for the Giants, bro. I just don't know. I think Danny DeVito will be running for his life against this Washington front four.
The Penguin, man. Yeah.
Give me Washington, though. Like, God, I think that's a terrible pick, but give me Washington.
I am the smartest man alive.
That's what you're going to be saying after the game. The Dallas Cowboys, here we go. The Dallas Cowboys travel to North Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young.
1-8 Panthers.
Super Bowl run right here.
Bro.
Cowboys are favored by 10.5. Is this another practice game like last week was?
Or is it a trap game like the Arizona game?
Ooh.
This is tough.
Ooh.
I know it looks so lopsided that it should not be tough.
Get some help.
Right? Dallas should roll them, right?
Yes, like they did last week against the Giants.
Here, I think Adam Thielen has a big game, dude.
You and Adam Thielen.
How
What?
dare you?
I think Adam Thielen has maybe 10 receptions this week against the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I know that it's
yeah, he'll probably have 10 receptions, but he'll
40
only
yards.
have like 40 yards.
You might be right about that. Yeah, give me the boys to roll big. I mean, if they could devour, the Giants the way they did, I think they should easily handle up on Carolina. But they got to stop Chuba Hubbard. They got to stop Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders. They have to. Do not let those guys get open. Do not let those guys get long rushing yards, a big gains. They can run the ball. They can run the ball. If the Cowboys lose, hey, come on, stop dancing. If the Cowboys fall behind in this game, it's going to be because the run game for Carolina gets going. It's the only way. But I like the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys.
Yeah, I do too. Tennessee Titans take on the Jacksonville London Jaguars. They're not in London. See, this is what happened last week with Jacksonville, okay?
Yep.
They went against San Francisco. They weren't in London, man. Did you see how they struggled on the road?
Road, man. They struggled big time, bro.
Struggled hard on that road in Jacksonville, man.
Well,
but who do you have in this one? Tennessee at Jacksonville. Man, so last week I was on the Will Levis train.
Yeah,
I even started him in fantasy. I'm already off the train. I'm off. I don't think he's going to be doing anything special anytime in his NFL career. I thought he had it though, man. He showed a little bit of magic, but
yeah. But what's even more disappointing is the season that Derrick Henry's putting up.
Oh man,
that's what happens when you don't have a quarterback that can get to the receivers, or you don't have a solid receiving crew. You end up relying on the run, and if I know it, then the defense knows.
But on paper, you look at the Tennessee Titans receiving core. DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones. Oh yeah, they traded his ass.
Even this Julio Jones, who cares? Even if he was there, that's
but
not
DeAndre Hopkins.
Deal.
I mean, what? That's what I'm saying. That's where the wide receivers go and die is in Tennessee. Once you're a receiver and you go to Tennessee, and it all started with Randy Moss. Remember when Randy Moss went to Tennessee for 1 year? No, exactly. He was in Tennessee for a year. And
but you can't lie. That year they had AJ and Julio. That was a dynamic duo in Tennessee.
They still had Ryan Tannehill, man.
They've never had the quarterback. You tell me
Not
right
since
now,
Steve McNair. No.
Tell me right now, if you had a healthy Joe Burrow playing for the Tennessee Titans,
oh my God,
who
Super
would you
Bowl
be
champ.
taking this week? Who would you be taking this week?
Tennessee all the way.
Right. Because then your running game would be opened up wide, bro. And Derrick Henry and Spears could feast against these guys, but you don't have a quarterback that scares anybody.
And
you have a good tight
but
end.
The same could be said about Jacksonville, their opponent.
I disagree. Jacksonville has weapons out the a-hole, bro.
But they don't know how to use them.
They do, though. I think you're wrong. I've gotten off this thing of saying that Jacksonville is not all that great. Jacksonville's a good team. They got exposed last week against San Fran. I'll say that. But San Fran's exposed a lot of teams, man. That defense is freaking awesome, and they can blow up any team at any time.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about Jacksonville, man, Trevor Lawrence is a pretty good quarterback. You got Christian Kirk. You got Evan Ingram. You got Calvin Ridley. Dude, you've got Zay Jones when healthy. You got Travis Etienne. You've got players on that squad. They should be 7-4.
No, they don't have
LeBron. I don't think he plays for them anymore. They could be 8-1 right now, dude. They could be.
Jesus Christ.
Spirit.
Is that you, Spirit? Show yourself. Oh, anyways.
Listen,
so who you having this one?
I mean, I guess you got to take. Man, dude, I'm gonna do this. Give me Tennessee plus the points. After all that, give me Tennessee plus the points. The only reason why is because it is
they're not home. They're not at home.
It's the home field advantage is for Tennessee this week.
Yeah, because Jacksonville's on the road in Jacksonville. I just don't. They struggle on the road.
Look,
man.
Here's the thing. Right now, the point spread. What I'm seeing is Jacksonville -7. If I could get that up to 7.5, I would take Tennessee because I think Jacksonville can and will win this game, but I don't think they'll win by more than the score. And I think Tennessee puts on a better performance than they did last week. I think Derrick Henry gets rolling a little bit, and I think they get a lot of little dump offs of Spears this week, and they got a shot, man. They got Will Levis. Redeem yourself, bro.
Redeem yourself. All right.
Scores for DeAndre.
Arizona Cardinals take on the Houston Texans.
Hey, this is going to be a fun game, bro.
Yes,
I'm telling
it
you
is.
right now, this is be a fun game.
Houston is favored by 6.
Look at the turnaround for Houston. Were they favored at all last season?
No.
That shows you what a good quarterback can do, bro.
And speaking of the other quarterback, let's check his practicing here.
EA Sports.
He looked like he was he looked like he was in Madden last week with the little runaround. He's
he did. He did, man.
Hey, if it works, it works. You know? But who do you have in this one? CJ Stroud versus Kyler Murray. Who do we have?
I think we have a combined 120 yards on the ground running for the quarterbacks this
right.
week.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, man, the guy has been.
He's going to be rookie of the year. He's going to be rookie of the year.
No doubt about it. And they've been able to show you this season that what Noah Brown can do. Noah Brown. That's doing it for dad. And Noah Brown. They have Robert Woods. They got Nico Collins. Come on, bro. They have a pretty good squad, man.
Yeah, they do. They got a really good squad. And all the this Texan team could, if they make the right moves in the off season, man, they could be a force to be reckoned with next season for sure.
Especially in that division.
Yes.
Absolutely, dude.
Absolutely.
Houston should handle up, but I have a hard time taking Houston when they're favored to win games. I really only like taking them when they're getting like 10.
They're never favored.
I know it. That's why this is not a good sign. I don't like it. Give me Arizona to hang in this game, possibly win this game. I like Kyler Murray. I think he watched enough Madden simulated games this weekend to where he'll be ready, man. So,
all right.
I like Arizona.
I like the Texans in this one, man. I'm gonna roll with the CJ Stroud, man. I love, I love watching the kid play, man. He's really, really good, and I think he's just gonna be getting better and better and better.
Is CJ Stroud a better version of Kyler Murray?
See, that's so tough because Kyler Murray tricked us all in his first year. Remember how great he was, and everybody was talking about how great Kyler Murray was, and then sophomore year, he just, it's a sophomore year. Ask me next year. Ask me next year about CJ Stroud. Let's see how he is this time next year. Because that sophomore year, man, for these rookies, man, that really, that's the time where the defensive coordinators really know the capability of your game, and they game plan you a lot better.
Just keep in mind when it comes to rookies, everyone's praising CJ Stroud on a team that's 5-4. Don't forget, at this point in Dak's career, he was 7-2. Okay,
True.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah,
we'll talk about a quarterback that had a rookie season. That's something to talk about.
But Dak had a lot of talent around him that rookie year.
Houston doesn't.
Not as much as Dak did. Dak had Des Bryant. Dak had freaking
He didn't even use Des Bryant. He didn't even use Des Bryant that much, man.
Jason Witten.
Okay, now that's all right. You got me there. Hey, but Houston's got Dalton Schultz, man.
Oh yeah, he did. He did get Dalton Schultz paid.
All of our old players are the ones going off in Houston right now.
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz and Noah Brown killing it.
Yep.
Just saying. Give me Arizona.
I'll take Houston. Tampa Bay travels to the Bay to take on San Francisco. San Francisco is a 12-point favorite. Who do you have in this one?
God, that's a big spread, man. You know I love me some Baker.
Baker going to San Francisco.
Hey man, run the fly. Hey man, you guys just get out there and run straight down the field. I'll pigskin that son of a bitch to you.
I didn't know I was going to the gay city.
Man, that's pretty good. All that being said, man, I think San Fran should roll, but 12 seems like an awful lot.
McCaffrey last week did not extend his streak of touchdowns.
I know it.
Man,
they tried hard to get it. Even when they're blowing them out.
Yeah.
I do give credit to Tampa Bay for one thing. They got a good run defense. So this game should fall on the arm of Brock Purdy. And I've seen enough from Brock Purdy to think that this guy's good enough to beat you, man. So I like San Fran to win this game, but give me the Bucs to stay within 12.
Okay. I think I'm with you. That's a high spread. And don't get me wrong, San Francisco will win this game for sure, but man, I think you're right. I think Tampa Bay hangs on in there. I think San Fran wins by 10.
Right around that. And if not, they win by 13 and we look like fools for not taking them. So
Oh well. The New York Jets take on the Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored by 7, dude. Remember, huh?
They're the same team, in my opinion. Got the same quarterback and everything.
Remember week 1, after ayahuasca blew his Achilles out, the Jets still won that game against the Bills. Let's not forget about that. That was and Josh Allen is struggling, dude. I think it's the Madden curse, bro.
Oh my God. Here we
go. Think the Madden curse is in full effect. Josh Allen, this is not the Josh Allen that we all know. What's going on? And then Tavon Diggs is trying to get his brother free over there. He's like, Stephon needs to leave.
Look, that's what they do every time that Stephon Diggs plays for a team that starts to struggle. He wants to leave, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not the way it works, man. You sign a contract for a reason, right?
Yeah.
But
can the Bills turn this around? Remember at the beginning of the season, everybody was saying Bills in the Super Bowl, man. Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl. This is their year. And now all the hype got to their head and they're struggling big time. Do they redeem themselves this week against a really good Jets defense?
The sickening part about this, when you say these two teams, you should think one of them's got a terrible record, one of them's got a really good record. The Bills are 5-5. 4-5.
Yes.
Bro, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
It is 100% because Josh Allen is trying to do too much.
Yes.
He is trying to fit balls into places that they aren't supposed to go. Okay, he's trying to hit a small window. He's trying to do too much with his feet, and it doesn't help when the Bills start out with their first 3 drives being in turnovers. Okay,
EA Sports, it's in the game.
You lose the turnover battle, you lose the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the Jets defense is stingy enough to get them a couple turnovers this week. 7 seems like a lot, but I'm going to take the Bills to bounce back and win this game by double digits.
Okay, so this is their turnaround.
It has to be, because if they don't do it on this game, then they got no shot at making a playoff run.
Yeah. And it's getting colder, and the weather's getting colder. It's going to be tougher to win games. Well, maybe not for Buffalo because they're used to So, yeah, you're right. This is the game for them to turn it around and get back in that playoff picture because, man, if they do not win this game, the media is going to be all over Josh Allen.
Yep. I agree. I think that he reverted back to rookie season Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I think the Bills win by double digits on this one.
I hope so. They need it.
Seahawks take on the Rams. Seahawks are only 1 point favorite against the Rams in SoFi. What do you have in this?
Why?
Why?
Why are they just a 1 point favorite in this game is my question. They're 6-3 going up against a 3-6 Rams team. Is Matthew Stafford playing this week?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he is playing this week.
Even if he is, I don't think that's going to matter.
This team, these two teams, play each other tough.
Yeah. Who do you have?
I like Seattle to barely win it, man. Just barely by one. You know, like I could see. It's a trash game either way, but Seattle's good enough to win that. And people forget Seattle's 6-3.
Mm-hmm.
They're 6-3, same record as the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not discount them. They're a decent squad, bro. And if they can get those two receivers on the outside fired up, they could rout a team real quick. So give me Seattle to go ahead and win this one. But there's a reason why Vegas has it at -1. There's a reason why. Don't forget that. Don't be afraid to take the Rams this week. That's all I'm saying. But give me Seattle.
I'm going to take Seattle on this one too. Good division game, obviously. Man. Yeah, they always play tough, but yeah, I'm gonna take Seattle on this one as well.
Tough, man.
Then the Sunday night game, the Browless Minnesota Vikings take on the Denver Broncos. 2.5 point favorite is the Denver Broncos in Denver. Wonder what the weather's going to be there. Let's see.
Rainy, 59 degrees.
Rainy, 59. Okay. I was seeing if there's going to be a snow game, but no, not in Denver yet. What do you have in this one? 2.5 point favorite, the Denver Broncos. They played really good against the Chiefs last week. Was it the Chiefs?
They played really good against the Bills.
Bills. I'm sorry. Yeah, Bills. What do you have in this one?
I don't know. I can't stand Sean Payton, man, but it looks like he's getting things turned around a little bit. Oh, Russ looked pretty good, man. He's looking more like vintage Russ. I'm a man. I'm 40. I like Josh Dobbs, man. The kid's got something.
I do too. I like the story. And you know what it is? You know what the Vikings are going off of, man? They're taking the Rangers method. They're listening to Creed. It's all about Creed, man.
Working.
It's the year of Creed.
Here's the thing, dude.
You hate it. You hate it. You hate that Creed's making a comeback.
No, it's not so much that. I just hate that Denver's on a little winning streak. It's so hard for me to take Denver in this game because I do flat out think Minnesota is the better team. Josh Dobbs, this is his third week with the squad, bro. Don't do this. Give me Minnesota. God, you knew that was going to get me, bro. Give me Minnesota plus the points.
I like the Josh Dobbs eyebrowless Minnesota Vikings. And the big game on Monday night that everybody is talking about, the Super Bowl rematch, the Philadelphia Eagles, ELGLES, take on the Kansas City Swifties. And the Swifties are 2.5 point favorites. Super Bowl rematch. Who do you have in this one, man?
I have the NFL winning this because let me tell you, dude, they have run with this Taylor Swift thing to really reach out to a broader audience.
Yeah.
They have endorsed it. They are all over it. They love it. The last thing they need is for those two to break up. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, bro, they are doing everything from doing games out in Germany and London and expanding the NFL. That's all this is
oh
a
my
giant
God,
business,
all the
bro.
Swifties are showing up and
I like a very low-scoring game in this game.
Do you?
I know that sounds backwards because they got the point spread or they got the over-under at 45.5. It sounds to me like they're looking for a big game, but, dude, I've watched both these teams play. Kansas City's got a pretty good defense, dude. They really do, man. They can stop some teams, and Jalen Hurts, I don't know what to say about the guy, man. He is a winner, except for in national championships, but he is a winner. I think Philadelphia wins this game.
Oof.
I know you love the Chiefs. I know you do.
Yeah, I do love.
They should win. Chiefs should win this game.
They should
tell
win.
You this stuff.
They had a bye week too.
Andy Reid is solid off the byes.
Yeah, but both had bye weeks, and you're right. Andy Reid is solid on bye weeks. He's pretty much undefeated. I think he's undefeated off a bye week since he's been the Chiefs coach.
Former team, bro.
Yeah, former team, man. Got some. So it should be really good. But I'm going to take the Chiefs on this one. I like the
just
Chiefs.
don't know, man. I just feel like Patrick Mahomes hasn't been himself, bro.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? To get inside that guy's head, I just want to know what it is that he's thinking right now, man. Like, because it's just not adding up. He doesn't seem. He looks more like Texas Tech Mahomes to me this year. Is he forcing it, trying to do too much?
Maybe all the attention's on Swift, and maybe he doesn't like that. I don't know. He's looking up there in that suite up there. He's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
My wife and Taylor Swift are partying up. There's my stupid brother up there, freaking
doing
the gritty. I mean, that's all you had to do. Just look up there in the suites and go, damn it. And they go in the huddle, be like, Travis, you control your woman, man.
You gotta call this thing off, man.
You gotta call this thing off. Call it off, man. We'll get into Patrick Mahomes' thoughts next week. I got something building up on that one. We'll get Patrick Mahomes' thoughts next week. But before we get to Millionaire, because we're almost running out of time here, I'm going to do this real quick on the NBA.
Hey, while you do that, you know what I need to do, right?
Go ahead. As he goes and takes a piss. There he goes. Gotta take the piss of the week. The piss of the week, by the way, is brought to you by Monster Energy, the unofficial official drink of the Sports Bras. If you really need to take a pee, chug you a Monster and wait about 30 minutes, and you'll have to go to the bathroom before you can even say bathroom. All right, so here's what I'm talking about here. So on the NBA, the Mavericks defeated the Clippers handily last week. And the big viral video that's going around is the Mavs announcer going off on James Harden and why James Harden is not the solution, but the cancer, as Keith is back now. All right, did you hear the Mavs announcer going off on James Harden last week after the Mavs killed the Clippers?
No,
listen to what he has to say. Listen to this. This is greatness.
Into the Clippers locker room. If I can talk to you, James, I hope you're taking notes. I'm telling you in advance, you're welcome for the wisdom I'm about to spew. Because listen, I get on my knees every night and pray for someone to believe in me like Daryl Morey believed in you. You wanted a certain coach, they brought in Mike D'Antoni. You want to play a certain style, they played it. You wanted Dwight Howard, they brought him in and got rid of him and you were tired of him. You wanted Chris Paul, they brought him in and got rid of him and you were tired of him. They brought in your old friend Russell Westbrook. You want to go to Vegas on off days? They looked away. You wanted the team to stay over so you could go out at night? They changed the schedule and it didn't work. And you know what? You said, I'm going to break up with my whoopee. Not good enough. I see the bright lights in New York. I want to go there. My old pal, Kevin Durant. It's going to work. The big three. And all after 1 year, you wanted out. You realize, oh my gosh, I took this guy for granted, the guy that believed in me. I went back with Daryl Morey. They traded Ben Simmons for you. How did they pull that off? And you know what? You went there and you got a partner, the producer, to got the MVP. He won the MVP. And what did you say afterwards? You said, they didn't hand me the reins. You're the point guard. You're holding the reins. And what did you do when you had the reins? You scored 9 points in Game 7 against Boston. You blew a 3-2 series. So they fired their coach. Not good enough. You broke up with the guy who believed in you again. You said, the bright lights of L.A., that's where I want to go. Let's see if that works. Listen, James, have you ever had those friends who had bad roommates? Over and over, they complained about their bad roommates. This guy's terrible. The bad roommate here. They never thought to be self-aware enough that they're the bad roommate. They're the problem. Hey, James, you're the problem.
Man, dude, I'm telling you, I don't know who that was. Facts,
the Mavs announcer.
I know, but he just nailed it, dude. Yeah. That is so accurate. Like, it's the same thing. We've been saying it for years, too, man, that whole theory behind running the ball through James Harden, letting him just go off. Yeah, it looks pretty every once in a while when he puts up 50. Mm-hmm. But other than that, you're not winning a championship with that guy. There's a reason why he was 6th man of the year when Thunder went rolling, okay? Yeah. That's the only reason why, because he was the 6th man, not the starter.
Yep. All right, Keith.
Well said.
All right, Keith. Are you ready?
I am, Regis.
It is time to play Who Wants to Be a Sports Millionaire? All All right, Keith. These are the $100 to $1,000 question. Here we go. These are the easy ones, and it gets harder from here. So you ready?
I guess so.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Keith. Who is the only player to score 100 points in an NBA game? Is it A, Michael Jordan, B, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, C, Wilt Chamberlain, or D, Magic Johnson?
Oh man, all great players. Every one of them could have scored 100 points in a game. But the only one I can think of on that list that not only scored 100, but then banged 100 women afterwards would be the one and only Wilt Chamberlain. Give me C, final answer.
You are correct.
Yeah.
All right. These are hard to read. Sorry. Who is known as the Great One in hockey? Is it A, Gordie Howe, B, Wayne Gretzky, C, Pete Maravich, or D, Pierre Bontemps?
Again, I'm not a big hockey guy, but I've played enough NHL 2K to know that not only is this guy the great one, but he shelled out one hell of a daughter. Give me B, Wayne Gretzky.
That is correct. B, Wayne Gretzky.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Question number 300, or this is for 300. What team has the most World Series? Is it A, the New York Yankees, B, the Giants, C, Mets, or D, Dodgers?
Oh man, I was hoping you didn't say the Dodgers. Boy, I'm gonna go with the obvious. And it's the one that I saw the most wins in my lifetime, but I'm worried about in the past whether or not this other team has more. I'm gonna go with A, New York Yankees. Final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, who is... Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Hang on, I gotta restart the music. It's running out. Now this one is for 500. This one's gonna be a little hard for you.
The last one was hard.
Who started most games at power forward for the Indiana Pacers in 2013? Is it A, Paul George, B, David West, C, Roy Hibbert, or D, Paul Gasol?
Woo, man.
Think about it.
Yeah, you're right. This one is tough. Okay, so I'm trying to remember.
2013 Indiana Pacers.
I believe Paul George was their power forward at the time in 2013. David West also is a guy that people forget about that played a lot of games for the Pacers as well.
You still got your lifelines if you want to use them.
Can I knock it down to the 50-50, Regis?
We can do 50-50. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
All right, go ahead, computer. Take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving 50-50 chance for Keith. All right, as you can see now, your final answers are going to be B, David West, or D, Paul Gasol.
Paul Gasol?
That's correct. B, David West, or D, Paul Gasol.
All right, I'm going to go with B, David West. Final answer.
You got it.
I should have trusted my gut. I knew it was David West, bro.
All right. And finally, for the $1,000 question. Who is the longest tenured active head coach in the NFL? Is it A, Vince Lombardi, B, Bill Belichick, C, Jim Harbaugh, or D, John Harbaugh? The most active tender coach.
Okay, well, we know we can get rid of Vince Lombardi. He's not active still. Jim Harbaugh. is in Michigan, so I would have to rule him out.
Mm-hmm.
So it narrows it down to Bill Belichick and John Harbaugh, man. And I think the obvious answer would be Belichick, but I'm going to go with Jim Harbaugh. Final answer.
Is that your final answer?
It's my final answer. I hope that's right. Oh, no. Is it really Belichick?
It was B. Bill Belichick.
Let's just scratch that one, bro, because I was going to say Belichick, man. I just thought it was like a trick question. I thought it was a trick question, man. I'd like to know how many years side by side they had.
Well, Belichick was around in 2001 when they won their first Super Bowl.
I know. What a dumb-ass answer I just gave. Just forget about that one. I overthought it. This is why I struggled in tests at school, bro.
All right. We'll pretend you got that one. Now let's move on to the tougher ones. Here we go. Let's move on to the tougher. Yep, this is the thousands. Here we go.
How the fuck did I miss that?
Oh, wait. Yep, you got that one right. Here you go.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
All right. It's getting tough now.
Dominating.
All right, Keith. You're up to $1,000. You got that last question right.
Thanks.
Blew it away. You got 2 lifelines left.
Never a doubt.
You got your phone a friend, or you got the poll the audience.
Okay.
And we're now down to the $2,000 question. Here you go. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Keith. For $2,000, what team was originally played in Cleveland? What team was originally played in Cleveland in the NFL? Was it A, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, B, Pittsburgh Steelers, C, Arizona Cardinals, or D, Baltimore Ravens?
I've watched a whole documentary about this. I know this answer because they snuck out of town, man. They went off running. Give me D, the Baltimore Ravens.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, Regis.
Of course it is. It's the Baltimore Ravens. Of course it is.
Your Regis is great, bro. That's so good. The anticipation. You scared me, Regis.
All right. Here is the $4,000 question, Keith.
Right.
What quarterback has the most wins for the Dallas Cowboys? What quarterback has the most wins for the Dallas Cowboys?
I better get this right.
Is it A, Roger Staubach, B, Danny White, C, Troy Aikman, or D, Brett Favre?
All right, Regis, I think I can rule out Brett Favre, bro.
You watch a lot of Dallas Cowboy games?
I've seen a few. Danny White played a lot of games.
He did.
He had a lot of wins. But Roger Staubach is kind of the guy that I was leaning towards. But then I think back to those years when Aikman played, and they won so many games in those seasons, man. But then he had a lot of losing seasons as well. Regis, this is going to be embarrassing to my family if they're watching.
You still wait before you go on. You still have a phone a friend, and from what I can tell here, this phone a friend could help you with this question. Just saying.
Yeah, as much as I think I know this answer, I can't afford to risk losing this, so I am going to use my phone a friend.
You're going to use your phone a friend. Okay, AT&T is hooking us up here with a phone a friend, and please welcome to the show. Here's your phone a friend, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Jerry Jones.
Oh man.
Well, hello, Keith. How's it going?
Hey, Jerry. I'm in a little bit of a bind. I could use your help.
That's right. He is in a little bit of a bind. So, Jerry, Keith is he's at the $4,000 question, And he kind of needs your help on this one. Are you willing to help him? Well, yeah, absolutely, I can.
Okay.
All right, Keith.
All right, Jerry.
Well, you're going to have 30 seconds. Do you want me to ask Mr. Jerry?
I got it. I
got
it.
the question?
I know how the game works.
Okay, you got 30 seconds to ask him the question. And the clock starts now.
Hey, Jerry. All right, so the question on the table is, which quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys has the most wins in their career? Is it Roger Staubach, A, Danny White, or Troy Aikman? The other one's not even a possibility. I need an answer pretty quick, Jerry.
Well, when I wasn't the owner during Roger and Danny White, but I'll tell you what, Roger did have a hell of a winning record. And
Jerry, we got 15 seconds, Jerry.
I would venture to say if I had to make my choice, I did see a lot of Super Bowls with Troy, and I saw Troy play in his prime.
Jerry, we got.
Sorry about that, Keith. We had to ran out of time there. So, Keith, we can eliminate Brett Favre. So your choices are still Roger Staubach, Danny White, or Troy Aikman.
Oh, God, I don't. I'm going to look so stupid on this one, bro, because I'm thinking about using my poll the audience.
You want to poll your audience already?
I don't want to, but unfortunately I think I'm going to have to.
Okay, let's poll the audience. Here we go. Please, audience, let us know exactly what we are experiencing here. The question is, who has the most wins as a Dallas Cowboys quarterback?
I know this answer. I don't know why I didn't just go with my gut.
All right, the answers are in. Let's take a look here. Ooh. Oof. It's a lot tougher than I thought there, Keith. As you can see, Troy Aikman is 63%. Danny White is 32%. And Roger Staubach is 23%. Keith, you gonna go with the audience on this one?
I can't, man. I appreciate the audience, but I'm sitting here thinking Roger played so many more years. It's got to be Roger Staubach, man.
Is that your final answer?
It's my final answer.
No, I'm sorry. It is Troy Aikman. You should have went with the audience on that one, Keith. Yes, Troy Aikman. Roger Staubach. A lot of people think that he really played a long time with the Dallas Cowboys, but he only played for 10 years.
He went to the military.
Troy Aikman is the answer. Well,
I'm
Keith,
so embarrassed.
you didn't make it past 4,000, but would you like to continue?
Yeah, let's go ahead and play some more.
All right, let's play some more. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Disregard those last couple answers.
All right, Keith. I
just want to make one thing clear.
Yes?
I knew the answer to that. Again, I went back to my old testing phase, and I overthought it. Okay? I said it from the get-go, Troy Aikman played the most wins, right? Did I not?
The music gets you. The music gets you.
The intenseness of it, man. It's just killing me right now.
All right, Keith. Need I remind you, you have no more lifelines.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Regis.
Here we go. What was the first team Ozzie Guillen coached? What was the first team Ozzie Guillen coached? Is it A, Tampa Bay Rays, B, the Boston Red Sox, C, the Miami Marlins, or D, the Montreal Expos? Ozzie Guillen. Remember, he won a World Series with the White Sox back in 2005, but that was not his first coaching job. Great shortstop for the White Sox.
I don't think he was the coach when the Marlins won the World Series. His first coaching job, I want to say the Montreal Expos.
Final answer?
I mean, shit, I'm already out anyway, so yeah, give me D, Montreal Expos.
You got it. Montreal Expos.
Man. See, I gotta trust my gut, bro. God, I can't believe I missed the Cowboys.
That was a great guess there. All right, here's your next.
Guess?
Oh, all right. What city is the Hockey Hall of Fame in?
Oh,
What city is the Hockey Hall of Fame in? Is it A, New York City, B, Ottawa, C, Toronto, or D, Montreal? The Hockey Hall of Fame. You a big hockey fan, are you, Keith?
Yeah, I remember when the Stars won. Okay, I want to say it's in a Canadian city. So
you could pretty much mark out New York.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
The sad thing, I was actually thinking Vancouver, so that doesn't help.
That doesn't help. That's on the west coast of Canada.
I'm going to say, because I just said Montreal for the Expos, that it wouldn't be back-to-back Montreal answers.
Okay.
So
let's mark out Montreal. So you're pretty much basing on Ottawa or Toronto.
Yeah. I want to say Ottawa, man. I really do. I want to say Ottawa, but because Toronto is such a big city, so is Ottawa. I'm going to say Toronto, final answer. It's Ottawa, isn't it?
You got it. It's Toronto.
Oh!
Very good, Keith. Very
Process
good.
of elimination, baby.
Process of elimination. You are on a streak now, my friend. As we move on to the $32,000 question.
Wow.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whose number was not retired by UCLA? Whose number was not retired by UCLA? Is it A, Ed O'Bannon, B, Don McLean, C, Lou Alcindor, or D, Sidney Wicks? Just to help you out here, of course you know who Lou Alcindor was.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that was retired.
Okay, so we can mark him out. So that leaves Ed O'Bannon, Don McLean, or Sidney Wicks.
Man, I want to say Sydney. I'm gonna go with B. Wicks.
You're gonna go with what? B is actually Don McLean. Is that
Don McLean?
Is that the one that you're going with? B. Final answer?
Yeah, final answer. I know it's wrong, but final answer.
Well, Keith, all I can say is you won $32,000.
Oh, yes! Am I at a stopping point where I can just take the money?
Yes, you're at a stopping point now where you can either take the $32,000 or you can continue on.
Listen, I don't run a sports podcast and gamble all the time for no reason. Let's hear the next question.
All right, for $64,000. Here we go.
What a lucky guess.
What team was Ricky Henderson not on? What team was Ricky Henderson not on? Is it A, the Los Angeles Dodgers, B, the New York Mets, C, the Montreal Expos? Or D, San Diego Padres? Ricky Henderson has been on a lot of teams during his major league career. Which team of those was he not on? All-time base stealer Ricky Henderson.
Give me the teams again.
Here we go. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Mets, Montreal Expos, San Diego Padres.
I know he played for the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he played for the Dodgers. He played for Oakland.
Everybody remembers him with Oakland for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna rule out the Mets. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk it through here, Keith. You're going to rule out the Mets here, all right?
Hey,
So you're down to San Diego, the Dodgers, or the Expos. Can you picture Ricky in those uniforms?
I don't remember him in the Padres uniform. I don't remember him being part of the Padres, man.
Can you picture Ricky in any of those uniforms?
I could picture him going and playing in L.A. I could picture that because he was already in Oakland. I could see him playing for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Padres. Final answer, man. I don't. This one I can't remember for sure what teams he played for.
Final answer.
God damn it, dude. I don't know. Yeah, final answer. Give me the Padres. I think he played for the Dodgers. I don't know.
Keith? It was actually the Montreal Expos. But that's okay. You still walk away with $32,000 of Monopoly money.
I don't remember him playing for the Expos. I mean, I playing for the Padres.
Padres he actually played for. I remember him playing for the Padres. It was his last season. He played with Adrian Gonzalez, Jake Peavy, and all those guys. So,
All right.
Well, you won $32,000. Would you like to continue, even though you lost?
Let's run through them. Let's see how I do on the rest of them.
All right, here we go. For $125,000, Keith, what college did Phillip Rivers attend? Is it A, North Carolina State, B, Duke, C, North Carolina,
I think so.
or D, South Carolina? A lot of Carolinas.
God, dog. I wish you would have thrown them last two in there. I was originally thinking North Carolina State because I kind of remember.
Final answer?
No, I don't know. Should it be?
Final answer?
Give me NC State, man. It's either
Keith?
that or North Carolina.
You must be a Wolfpack fan because you just won $125,000.
I am the smartest man alive.
That's right. He is Wolfpack. All right. For $250,000, who sang the national anthem at Super Bowl 44? Who sang the national anthem at Super Bowl 44? Oh, wait. XL1V. What is that?
I don't know what matchup was
Is that 49? Okay, Super Bowl 49. Who sang the national anthem?
I didn't even tell you who was in Super Bowl 49.
At Super Bowl.
Was it the Carolina and Denver?
No, that was
Or was
50.
that 50?
That was 50.
Was it Ravens and Niners?
Ravens and Niners, yeah. I think that was that one. All right, here's your choices.
Shit.
Is it A, Christina Aguilera?
No.
B, Kelly Clarkson?
Maybe.
C, Carrie Underwood?
Maybe.
Or D, The Who?
The Who performed, I thought, but I don't know that they. Oh, dude,
This is just the national anthem.
Give me Carrie Underwood. Final answer. It's probably the Who. Final answer, Carrie Underwood.
You said
No, I
final
think
answer, and you are correct.
Oh man. Oh,
Carrie
man.
Underwood.
Okay, all right, I'm rolling, bro.
You are rolling. Here is the big $500,000 question. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Who is the current head coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers?
Oh man, you know I know this one, brother.
Is it A, Henry Williams,
Nope.
B, Nick Saban, C, Craig Bach, or D, PJ Fleck?
Hey, Regis, I know this answer. Big Minnesota fan. Give me D, PJ. Let's go to that $1 million question, brother.
It is the best man himself, PJ Fleck. Congratulations. All righty. Here we go, Keith. The big $1 million question. You have no lifelines left. You've already missed 2. The game's really over, but we're just going to continue to go on. To go to the $1 million question. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's see. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right, Keith. Here it is for $1 million. Who started left field in the first game after 9/11 in New York for the Atlanta Braves? Who played left field after 9/11 in New York for the Atlanta Braves? Is it A, Andrew Jones, B, Brian Giles, C, Chipper Jones, or D, Gary Sheffield? Do you remember watching this game after 9/11 attacks?
I do. And I remember this kind of being a trick question, Regis. I may have missed some easier questions along the way, but don't let it fool you. I know my sports. Regis, I'd like to ask to make an additional phone call.
Okay. Who would you like to call?
I'd like to call my buddy Cece.
Oh, all right. Here we go. AT&T is looking us up. All right. CC, welcome to the program here. We have your friend Keith. He is at the $1 million question, and he wanted to call you and ask for your help. So, Keith, you have 30 seconds to ask CC your question. Are you ready?
Ready.
And the clock starts now.
Hey, CC, man, it's me, bro. Guess what, man?
Uh-huh.
We're fixing to be rich, and we're going to be able to buy our own studio, man.
Woo!
The question, they're asking me who started left field after the first game in 9/11 for the Atlanta Braves. We both know who it is, right? Chipper Jones, right?
It is Chipper Jones.
Because they made the move from third base. You would think he's a third baseman, but he started in left field. Regis, we're going to win this money, and we're going to be able to blow this podcast up, bro. Hey, man, who you like in the football games today?
I like Oregon State to have the upset, and
Of course you do. You're a big Beaver fan.
I am a big Beaver fan. Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, there you have it.
Regis,
you're very confident in this answer.
I'm extremely confident in this answer. I'm going to give you my bank account information when we're done so y'all can transfer that over today.
Well, you really didn't win anything because you already got 2 questions wrong.
Anyways, I'll take Chipper Jones' final answer.
Very confident answer, very confident response, and a very confident millionaire because you got it right. Congratulations, Keith. You are a millionaire.
Yep.
Sort of.
It's always been in my destiny.
It's always been in your destiny. Very nice. Congratulations, Keith.
That was good.
That was good. We have to bring that up some more.
I enjoyed that. We should do a pop culture one sometime, man.
We should do a pop culture one. I was thinking about putting a pop culture one in there, but
Very cool.
Very cool. All right. Well, congratulations, millionaire.
Thank you, man. Feels good.
Now we can transfer that money, wire it over, get us a podcast studio, and all will be good. I want to thank everybody for listening in and tuning into the show and playing along with us on Sports Millionaire. Hopefully some of you guys got the questions right. Let us know how you did in those hard, tough questions.
Yeah.
So, Keith, have anything else before we head out?
I was just joking when I answered that Cowboys question wrong. Just want to make sure that's clear. I'm so embarrassed right now.
You should be ashamed.
We should have prepped before this game so I could have known for sure the answers. Nah, it was good, man. Great show as usual.
Yes, it was a great show. All right. Well, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, we're doing Thanksgiving this Sunday at my mom and dad's. It's the only day we can get the whole family together. So I get an early Thanksgiving, and then next week we're gonna do it with just my family, with me and my wife and unborn child and my stepsons. It's gonna be good, man.
It's gonna be good. Yeah. You have to work on that Friday?
Of course I do.
Me too. Yeah, part-time
That's all right,
jobs.
man. It'd be easy though, man. No one's buying a car on Black Friday.
Oh yeah, Netflixing it up for sure.
Right, man. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in, listening. Always go and like or share our podcast here. Get us known out there. Get us going here. So other than that, we like to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Be careful out there traveling if you're going to travel to see family. And we'll see you on the flip side next week where we'll be getting ready for Christmas.
That's right.
Damn.
Coming up quick.
It's crazy. All right. Well, with that said, Keith, take us on home, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for listening to a special episode of the Sports Bros.
And never ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can't hide unless you ask Keith, who is the winningest quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Shut up. Just get out of here with that. I hate you, Regis.
That was a trick question.
It's tricked. You tricked me. It's
You
person,
tricked me.
person, camera, TV, place.
Unbelievable. We'll see you guys next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Adios.
Adios.